besties. We're back. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. We're rolling. We're rolling.
Mm-hmm.
What's the intro? We're back. Welcome to the Girls That Get It Podcast.
Get It Podcast.
Girls That Get It Podcast with your host Ken and Han. We took some time. No, I'm just kidding. We really didn't take that much time. We really just have missed a couple weeks.
We gotta stop saying that because
I know, but it feels like even though we only have missed like a random week here and there, it's like longer. We've missed like 2 weeks and then we posted, and then we missed 1 week and then we posted. So it's like, it's not like we've been gone for months is what I'm trying to get at.
We did take months off before that.
I guess that's true.
We don't have to talk about it. No one's going to know.
Point is,
no one's gonna know.
It's always a long time between recording, regardless of how many we post. It always feels like
that's true.
It's been a minute because we like post. Anyway, that's beside the point.
We're back.
Here because we're back. Yeah. And we're just going to
again.
catch up today. Again, we're back again.
Yeah.
And we're just here to catch up.
The real tea is that Han and I haven't caught up ourselves in a long time. So this is going to be like our true candid thoughts, responses, tea, whatever you want to call it.
It's true.
We've just been so busy living life, as they say.
Yeah.
So
life's been lifing. And
we do be doing that.
We have no plan for this podcast, so it might be a little chaotic, might be a little all over the place. But we're just,
it's gonna be great.
In true Ken and Han fashion, just gonna talk to each other, catch up, let you guys in, and see where this pod goes.
So wait, when was the last time we talked? And
like
what did we talk about? No, like caught up, not just like the text. Because I haven't even been texting that much.
I know we really haven't.
So that's on me.
The last time we actually talked. Well, okay. Let's back up because I was in Denver basically a month ago.
Oh, yeah. I guess it has been that long.
It was like the end of October and now it's the end of November. And we
Are
talked
you coming back for New Year's?
You know, I looked up tickets and they're like $700. So I don't know. Unless I can whip up something magical.
You do be whipping up something magical.
That is true. So there's hope, maybe.
There's hope. I always have hope if that's one thing.
We'll see. I need to do like a deep dive and really like look instead of just looking for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I don't know when the last time we talked.
No.
I know. I thought about it like last week and I was like, let me just see for funsies what this is. And I saw like $720 and I was like, oh, that's a little steep, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it as we were sitting down to do this. I work New Year's Eve, but I get off at 6 and I just know I'm going to be depressed. Like I know it's going to be a sad night.
Don't say that. With that energy, it will be.
I mean,
so
I've never not had like a bad New Year's. And then
you mean yes,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got it.
And then especially like I feel like there's salt in the womb because I know things about this New Year, or I know things about last New Year's, this New Year's.
I'm tracking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is why we need to be together every New Year's.
That's what I tried to get you on that, bestie.
Listen, I'll do my best. I'll do a deep dive this weekend and see what I can find. See if I can work any
I was
magic.
Referencing more of last year.
No, I know.
Okay.
But listen.
We see each other.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, good talk.
Anyway, the real question at hand was when was the last time we talked? And the answer is I don't know, because besides in Denver, when we talked in Denver, obviously, because I was there.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked once between then and now, and I
remember calling
what
you.
We talked about.
I was down bad. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that, and also I talked to you in the car at some point.
Oh yeah, you were
when
driving
I was
to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah,
that one was a good one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Why do I not remember what we talked about though?
Oh,
I know. I know.
Yeah, we talked about that, and that was probably like 3 weeks ago.
You want to know why we don't have listeners on this podcast? Because we are 5 minutes in and we have only talked in code. Like we have not said a good sentence for people to understand.
Honestly, I don't care because we know.
I don't either.
And screw it.
If y'all were really in the loop, you would too. They're just not.
Exactly. Maybe one day we'll just really talk
fully. We say this all the time. No. I mean, honestly.
Maybe in like 10 years, we'll do like a reunion and just like react to all the old podcasts and say.
If you get me to do
this is what we meant.
Truth or drink now, I'll lay it all on the line.
Oh wow, that's a shock because
I'm anti choose a drink.
Yeah. The fact that we have that one that we never
Oh yeah, I should watch
posted.
that.
Damn it, that's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to watch it when
Oh yeah, we got caught up in the TikToks.
Oh fuck. Yeah, we were supposed to watch it, but I want to see it. It's never going to see the light of the internet though, because
No,
absolutely not
I don't think a lot of things aged well in that one
for either of us. That was quite tragic. But we should watch it.
Yeah,
because that'd be funny.
That would be funny.
No.
I wouldn't even have good questions to ask you though.
You mean like now?
Yeah, if we did it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you would. I don't know. You.
Well, it would also. I feel like where truth or drink gets us in trouble is really the person asking the question, because they're just taking digs, not even at the other person, but the other person's like situation or like.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a little bit of tenseness at times, like from certain questions.
Not even that. I just feel like we're both the kind of people that like stick up for others.
That's true.
And so like, also it looks really bad if you're like low-key hinting at something and then I just dog on this person. Like, you can't recover from that, and vice versa. So it's just that's why it's messy.
That's why
why the first time I took like a lot of shots.
Yeah, good times, man. Maybe we'll do one of those like later down the line, like not now, like along with the 10-year reunion where we expose everything. Anyway, let's get to the real tea, back to regular schedule programming. So how was your Thanksgiving? We just passed that holiday.
We did.
And now we're getting ready for Christmas, but we haven't talked about it. I don't know how your week was.
Oh, it was good. I guess I should start Monday. I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And on Monday, the 2 other designers that were supposed to be in that day called out sick, so it was just me. And then Tuesday, one of them was still out sick, and Wednesday they were both there. But the previous Friday, I received and started working on my very first project as like the designer on the project, as opposed to like an assistant. Like when we make presentations at work, like really only the top level designers get their name on it, and that's totally fine. That's just how it is. But my name's never been attached to anything, so this was the first one I really did, and it said designer Canacasto.
That's
so
exciting.
That was really cool, and it was a great opportunity because I've only been with the company for around 5 months, and like I really truly do hope that I evolve and like eventually get promoted into a true designer position. Yeah. And then work my way up those ranks to get to like the top one day. And so not only was I covering for the people that were out and like taking their meetings, doing their presentations, and plus doing my normal work, we all have like collaborations at work where we work with other people on projects. So I was taking on their collaborations plus my collaborations plus dealing with this project that my name was going to be on. And typically when you get kind of like your first project or like kind of trial run, it's usually 1 to 2 rooms, and it's usually you have like several weeks to a month to work on it. I met the woman on Friday and she wanted a design by Monday, and granted, thankfully she pushed back her meeting a week so I had time to work on it, which did mean I was working a little bit over Thanksgiving break. But she had I would call it like a 2.5 bedroom home with a living room, dining room, kitchen, and outdoor space. So
that's
like,
wild.
The
that's
full shebang. And she bought
whole entire thing.
Yeah. And she bought lighting, she bought art, like she wanted the whole works. So it was a great opportunity, and I'm really thankful for like my team and like other designers for trusting me with it and collaborating with me on it. So like that was a great opportunity, but I definitely have just really felt like I'm just like trying to carry everyone's everything at work right now.
Yeah.
And so thankfully that closed yesterday. So that was a big win for me.
That's good.
But then I did take Friday off from work. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off because we got Thanksgiving off.
Yeah, that's nice.
And my brother came in from Boston.
Ooh.
And I haven't seen him in almost a year.
Damn, that's a long time.
I know. Like, I was kind of nervous about it just because we are very different people, and sometimes there's things obviously we disagree on, but it had just been so long since we had, like, I don't know, done things. And I really give him credit because, like, he's called and, like, done a little bit more recently. I've definitely been more overwhelmed with just, like, life. So I was really happy just to have someone from home here and just to feel, like, comfortable. But we did on Thanksgiving Day and Friday, we went up to Keystone and we learned how to snowboard for the very first time.
How was that? I've been dying to hear about it because you've never been and you just fully sent it with no like lesson, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I need to know, how did that go?
It was good. I definitely am excited to keep going and keep getting better. I am by no means like a pro, but I'm very, very happy and impressed with like how well I did do.
Were you like able to get down and not like fall every time? Like, did you fall in the beginning and then you got the hang of it, or were you just already going down?
Well, I haven't made it fully down like an entire mountain, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I've done lots of the like the bunny slopes and like the smaller things. I haven't gone all the way from top to bottom of like a green. Colton has. Colton killed it. Colton was better than me, so that was really frustrating.
Wow, look at him.
I will say part of it though, I talked to someone before I went and their biggest warning was like, don't break your tailbone. And so all I thought about that entire time was genuinely breaking my butt. Yeah. And so we went with a couple of my friends, and the guy that we were with was nice enough to like really take the time and like teach Colton how to do it, because he took a lesson the day prior. And honestly, if I went back, I don't know if I would take a lesson, but I wouldn't be against it. And even in the future, like I think you can always learn more. Like,
definitely. And
like learn new skills and like just learn. But we didn't this time. So he really spent like a good couple hours like teaching us. And so the first time I go down the bunny hill, like I absolutely crush it. I don't fall. I do whatever I'm supposed to do. I rock on my heels and my toes and like do all the things. And Chandler's like, holy crap, like you just crushed that. So like ego's huge. Like
you're like, I'm about to be killing it. I'm about to be up there on the big slopes any minute
right
now.
I was like, no biggie. And so then the second time goes around, I get a little wobbly and I fall right on my tailbone. And I will say I had like definitely like several falls throughout the day. And I don't think that's anything to be embarrassed of, because no
absolutely
matter how
not.
good you
it's
are,
your first time going.
Yeah, you like but anyway, that second fall of the day where I landed right on my tailbone,
did it hurt?
I'm still messed up.
Wow.
Like it still hurts. I don't think I broke it, but I eventually the first day we were out there at like I want to say 9 or 10 and didn't stop until like 3 or 4, and that was just way too long for the first time. And I remember I was really, really like worn out, and I felt like I just kept falling more at the end. And I eventually just told myself, like, you need to stop, because, and realistically, there was a point where I should have stopped earlier. Like I had done really good, and I was like, I just wanted to keep going because it was so exciting. And like, you pay a lot of money and you get this pass, and you're like, oh, I should go. So I pushed it way too hard the first day, which I think set me up a little bit worse for the second day. I think I had a lot more control and like mentally understood the functions of turning, because what I took away from day one, sorry if I'm rambling,
you're good,
was like the balancing isn't the hard part. It's more when it comes to stopping. I got going so fast that when I would try to stop and I wouldn't be as good at stopping, it would really, really hurt because of how fast I'm going.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't until the second day when I realized you're not going straight down. Like you're making large curves, which I was making small turns, but nothing like
crazy
to slow you down. So imagine just keep going straight down and then trying to stop. And it wasn't that dramatic, but like, I don't know. So the second day I didn't fall at all because I was genuinely terrified of breaking my tailbone. So I just kept it really simple, really cool, clean, and like worked on the fundamentals. And it was a good time though. I'm really excited to get better. I think because I did that decently the first time, it'll only get better.
Definitely.
And I just truly, truly love being in the mountains. Like, I don't want to say nothing else makes me happier, but like, I don't feel the pressure that I feel when I'm in the city. Like, I don't care about what other people are doing. I don't look at my phone. I can like be on it and take pictures, but I don't feel the negative urge. I never get like the FOMO or like the comparison, because I'm like, I'm happy, I'm relaxed, I'm content. Like, I'm just so happy there.
Yeah.
And that's where I would even go on, like, I would go up to the mountains with people, and even if I didn't ski, just hang out.
Just chill. Yeah, it's a fun place to be for sure. So totally. I can't blame you.
Yeah. So that was kind of mine.
That's good.
Kept telling Colton I really have this desire just to move like really far away from people, but I want it to be in the mountains.
Yeah.
And so I also have really grown to like rustic things. And like I can't wait to have like a mountain home with like
all the
rustic
stuff.
Yeah.
All the
and
mountainy mountain girl
I kept
vibes.
liking things, and he was like, "Who the fuck are you? Like what?" Like he's like, "You're
not
not."
To say this is like a flip, like a 180.
Well, yeah, I went from city girl, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, she's the queen of New York," which like I still am. You can be both.
She's like, don't get it twisted. She's still there.
Yeah, I just feel happy there, and like I would go out to the mountains. I don't want to say every weekend because that's a little much, but like I would go with people and just like crash on the couch, or I don't know. I don't really have plans.
I know what you mean. I love the mountains so much, which is why I'm considering going back to school there at App, because I love it so much. And it's just like, even though it's a different kind of mountains than where you just were, it's definitely lesser scale. There's something about it. Like the people are just it's relaxed. It's fun. It's like
totally
everybody's chilling. It's just a good time. So
totally.
I'm glad that you went and that you had fun despite exhausting yourself on the first day.
Yeah. Well, and I was telling Colton the reason why I kept hurting myself is my arms were so sore that I couldn't physically push myself from the ground to my board. Thus, I kept falling on my tailbone.
Yeah.
And that's where I should have. He was like, I don't get it. And I was like, I'm just physically, like, my arms are weak. Like,
yeah.
So I will say getting up from sitting down is my least favorite and the hardest thing for me.
Yeah, it takes time to like get used to doing those like different movements and motions, because I mean you're not doing that kind of stuff on a regular basis, so your muscles have to get used to doing that. But I'm sure when you go more that you'll get better at it and get more comfortable, and then eventually you'll be in the Olympics. Maybe not that, but like we can have hopes and dreams. Yeah,
we kept joking. I kept calling myself the Michael Jordan of snowboarding. And so Chandler would go off and do a couple runs and then come check on us or check on me.
Yeah.
Because Colton went down a blue on his second day.
That's wild, because like, no offense, Colton, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not. I thought that he would be worse than you. I know. I don't know if it's because he's stronger than me. I don't know if I just underestimated his athletic ability, because he comes from the same genetics. Like I shouldn't. That's true. And he also played sports in high school and all through his childhood. So I guess I'm not surprised. But for some reason, I just envisioned him like eating it. I don't know. But that's good that he. I will say the first day he fell like hard, and like he would always go face first, where I would go butt first, backwards. So he really was eating it several times. That's funny. Well, maybe snowboarding is his secret talent that has been hiding this whole time. Yeah, but I guess what I was saying is Chandler would come over and he was like, I was out there and someone asked me if I'd seen the Michael Jordan of snowboarding. Like, oh my gosh. And it was just funny. Yeah. That's hilarious. Like no one was, but yeah. They call me MJ, you know why? You know why.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But anyway,
Well, that's
how was
good.
your Thanksgiving? Tell me about it. What you do?
Sorry,
she's been yawn.
I just had a giant yawn. It was good. Oh my gosh, hold on. I just came down with a really bad case of the yawns, and I don't know why. My Thanksgiving was good. I worked Monday, and then I had the whole rest of the week off, which was nice. I wish I would have worked a lot more, just because, but it was nice to have the time off. And I'm glad that I got to have a break. So Monday I worked. Tuesday I just chilled at home. Wednesday, me and Sam, my brother, went up to Chapel Hill because my mom lives there, and we hung out with her all day Wednesday, and then Thursday was Thanksgiving, and we were with her all day. And what did we do? We just did the normal Thanksgiving situation. We cooked all day. We watched the Thanksgiving Day parade. And while we were watching it, my mom and Sam were like, oh, like, one year we should go to New York for Thanksgiving. I know. One year we should go to New York for Thanksgiving and, like, see the parade because it's, like, a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And, like, to say you've done it would be so cool, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, Mom and Sam, do you realize, A, Kenna did this and she said it was miserable. B, the only way that would be enjoyable is if you literally stake out your spot in the very, very front middle section where everything is happening, like, days before, like the whole hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours before, and you can't leave. Like, what are you gonna do? Pee yourself? Like, never. Like, there's literally no way to enjoy that unless you hold your spot for like 24 hours before it actually starts.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all can do that. I'll be in the hotel watching it on the TV because although I love New York and would love to see that in real life, I just know realistically how it would go. And it probably would not be a very enjoyable.
You also don't get to see any of the performances.
That's what I'm saying.
The only people that get tickets are Macy's employees, and I'm sure they resell them, but I'm sure it's through the roof. So
Exactly. I'm like, you'll get a better view on your TV than you'll ever get being in New York. Like, let's go for Christmas if you want to really go.
Yeah, totally.
But it was cool. I love the parade. It's always a fun time. And then we watched football all day, just hung around the house. We cooked all day, had your normal Thanksgiving dinner with the turkey and the mac and cheese and the stuffing and the rolls and all of that. And it was great. I ate way too much. Definitely went into a food coma afterwards. And then we watched a Christmas movie, and that was Thanksgiving. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad that we were able to make it up there to see my mom and the doggies. It was fun. And then Friday we got up early and went to the mountains because my uncle has a house there and he was hosting Thanksgiving, and so my dad and everybody was up there. So we met them on Friday and spent the weekend there, and we just had a chill weekend. We didn't really do much. We hung out at the house. We played games. We had a fire. We cooked oysters. We did all of that fun stuff. What else did we do? Sam went fishing, and I watched him, but I didn't fish because he was fly fishing, and I don't have all that equipment. So I just sat there and watched him do it. But it was fun. It was a nice, relaxing weekend. Just catching up with family, hanging out with family, and just chilling and not really having a plan, just going with the flow.
Yeah.
And it was nice. And every single time I go to the mountains, I just want to be there more. It's just such a nice place, and it's so fun, and I just miss it so much because, as you know, and as people may not know, I used to go to school there, and then I left, and I just miss it so freaking much. So maybe I'll be back one of these days in next year. In August, I don't know.
When did
we'll
you turn Australian?
I don't really know, but I just figured I needed to spice something up because I feel like my story was a little bit lame compared to yours.
I just I don't know.
You just drew it out a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's okay because we need the content. What else? Was there any highlighted things that happened? Oh, we played this new game on I guess it's online or on, I don't know if it's an app or if it's just a website. It's called frick. What is it called? I don't know. It starts with a Q. It's like I don't know. Some game, and it's basically like you project it on the TV, or we like connected the computer to the TV, and it's like Kahoot but for adults, kind of.
Oh.
And it's like each person, I think 8 people can play, or up to 8 people.
Mm-hmm.
And you play on your phone while it's on the screen. And so each person logs in and it gives everybody a different question, except I don't know how to explain this. 2 people have the same question, and then 2 other people have a different question that's the same. And then 2 other people. So if there's 8 people,
they pair you up.
4 questions, and you're paired up with somebody randomly who you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a funny prompt. So it'll be like what's a reason that that you would get arrested on a holiday or something.
Oh.
And you have to type in you have to type in an answer, and it can be funny, it can be dirty, it can be whatever you think the people would like. And then once everybody fills out all their questions, it comes up on the screen anonymously, and it shows the question and it shows what the 2 people wrote, and you have to vote on your phone for which one is funnier or which one you like better.
I think I've played this. I think Drew has it. I'm trying to find it because I have a picture of the screen.
It starts with a Q. I can't believe that I don't remember, and I hope that my explanation is making sense.
I think I played it last Christmas with Drew and Matt.
Yeah,
and
what the
a couple
heck?
other people.
What the heck was it called?
I have a picture of the screen. I'm trying to see if I can find it.
I'm gonna look up game with question.
I think that was last Christmas. Was that last Christmas? I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up. I don't know what. I don't know how to. I know it started with a Q. Come on.
Well, maybe it's something on Snapchat.
What was it? I don't know what it was, but what I do know. Oh wait, did I find it? Sorry, people. I'm we're not talking.
We're looking for it.
It was QU something.
I will find this.
Come on. What the heck was that game called? I could ask my dad. I'm about to call my dad on the pod and ask him. He's in the other room, but I need to know. Hold on.
I'm trying to find mine as well.
Guest appearance from my dad.
Hello?
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
What was that game called that we played in the mountains on the TV?
Quiplash?
Quiplash. That's what it's called. I knew it started with a Q and there was a P in there. I just couldn't remember.
Killing me that I cannot find this picture.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. Quiplash. That's what it's called. Anyway, it was really fun, and it's a good game that involves everybody, and it's kind of it's a version of Cards Against Humanity, except you type in your own answer and it can be whatever, and people anonymously vote for which one is funnier, and then by the end whoever has the most points wins. But it's really fun because it's timed and it's fast paced and you kind of have to think on your feet, and it's just a good party game. And it was a lot of fun, and we played that a couple nights, and it was hilarious playing that kind of game with my family, just to see what everybody was putting and how people were getting really into it. So yeah, that was a highlight, and it was a good time. And then we just came back, and me and Sam finished putting up ornaments on our tree at our dad's house, and that was that. And now we're back to reality.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
That sounds like a great holiday.
it
I'm
was a
glad
lot
you
of
got
fun.
to see the fam and do all the things and go to the mountains as well.
I know. I truly love the mountains. Like I'm glad that I transferred to NC State for other reasons, even though the main reason obviously did not work out. I'm glad that I went just because of like certain people that I met, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of things I got from it was worth it, but I do really miss Boone and I miss App a lot, and
Damn.
want to go back. So we'll see.
Maybe grad school.
That's what I'm like highly considered. Like I'm like 90. Well, I'm highly considering it for next fall, but we don't have to talk about that now. That can be another story. You're like, no, Denver.
At least somewhere closer.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into other options.
Yeah.
I've just been saying that because I know it and it's been on my mind lately. And I think regardless of where it is, that I will probably go to grad school next fall. And after the holiday, I'm going to like really do research because the grad school applications aren't due as soon as like regular ones. So I have time. But yeah, that's like a little side update.
Whoa, that's exciting.
We'll
I
see
mean,
what
it would be
happens.
very full circle and like very fulfilling, I'm sure, to go back to App for your grad school. So I'm not hating on it. I just,
I know I want to be closer too. We'll see. I don't know.
I was talking to someone the other day just about like being so far away from the people I care about.
Yeah.
So that's sorry, just lost my voice.
You're good.
It's not just, I mean, it is you, but it's also everyone.
Yeah, I know. That's another reason I'm like not scared to go far, because I do want to leave this state eventually, or whether it's for grad school or after grad school. Like I need to spread my wings and fly and get out of here just for like a few years, just to say that I did it and like experience something else and put myself out there. But I do feel like I will miss home a lot when that time comes, which is part of life and part of growing up. And I can always come back when I'm older.
Totally.
But just that.
Yeah. Well, I know for me, like if I was there, I'd be unhappy.
Yeah, that's true. And I definitely don't. I don't need to be in Wilmington for longer than my temporary time, which is right now.
Totally.
But we'll see.
Because if you went to grad school, you would start in the fall, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would basically be here through next summer.
Yeah.
Which seems like a long time and kind of is, but also time be flying these days.
I was going to say, it'll go by fast, even though it is like a decent chunk of time. Yeah.
I know. But it's already December, like in 2 days, and I'm just like, wait a minute.
I know.
Where did the year go?
It does not feel like the holidays.
No, it really doesn't. Even though there's Christmas lights and Christmas trees and Christmas music, I'm like, it's fake. This is a setup. It's not real. Like, you guys are trying to fool me.
I know. There's not even that much. Like, and you would think here in Denver, with it being like a winter wonderland, there would be like more stuff. No. Like, I haven't heard one Christmas song.
Maybe they're waiting till the first of the year to just really come out with a bang. Or first of December.
Yeah. I think part of it is because at the mall, like, all the stores are like have their Christmas stuff going on.
Yeah.
But like we don't do
yours
anything for Christmas.
Yeah. Your store is different. That's not really a...
Yeah.
You don't even have like a neutral Christmas tree up in there?
No, we don't put any decor up, period.
Dang. Well, I'm sure if you take one step outside into the regular mall, you can...
I know.
...fill your Christmas void with all of the cheer in the world.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Well, I have one question that I need to ask you, and I really hope that you give the answer that I am looking for, because if not, I'll just be mad because we won't be able to talk about it. Have you watched the Billie Vanity Fair?
Yes, I watched it last night.
Me too. Thank goodness. What'd you think? Were you disappointed? Because last year you were disappointed.
I can't even remember, but I
You
thought
were.
that I appreciated this year because they mixed it up.
I agree.
They showed things they hadn't showed.
Yes, I liked that.
I like that. My only critique would be, I mean, I'm very happy she's happy, but I know her relationship has been something that's gotten a lot of press recently.
Yeah.
And like obviously she knows her situation. I'm not here to judge that at all. I just think from a Vanity Fair point, like they honed in on that a lot.
Yeah.
Like the girl is way more than her relationship. That's my only critique.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great.
I liked
thought
it a lot.
her reflection this year on her past self was my favorite.
I agree. I really liked this year's and thought I liked, like you said, how they mixed it up, how they showed other things. And I also liked how they added the part where she like answered a couple fan questions from Instagram.
Yeah.
And she just seems like she's always seems more mature in the new ones than the previous ones just because she's growing up and she's getting older. And she's only 20. Like,
right?
I think about myself because I'm 23 and you're 24. I think about us 3 and 4 years ago and I'm like, wow, like the fact that she's 20 and is like that mature and has that much of like a level-headedness to her and maturity to her is crazy. And then I remember that like she's been in this industry since she was like 13 or 14 and so she had to grow up quickly, so I guess it makes sense. But I just feel like she has really like become like herself, and every year I feel like she gets more and more confident and sure of herself. And I don't know, I just liked her energy this year. It was nice and I enjoyed watching it and I liked most of her answers, so I was satisfied.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm honestly I think she's also so lucky that she was just the person that happened to do this.
Right? I want that to be me.
I know. And I think I was thinking about it and I was like, I won't be famous, but I was like, if I ever make it and, would they ever do this with me?
Yeah.
I think they really capitalized on it because she's so young. I think even when we do ours, like for those that don't know, every year Hannah and I do this basically around New Year's and film it and post it just so for us to reflect, and it's like fun.
Yeah.
But I think our answers are good and they change, but I don't think they evolve as much as her. Like, because she was in such a formative part of her life.
Mm-hmm. She was like 14 or 15 when they did the first one, and now she's 20. And you change more in those years than you do from our age on. And I mean, I'm sure we're going to change even more and more every year, but like the teenage years to young adulthood is like insane everything.
Absolutely.
So they did good with that one. They really did.
Right.
But yeah. Also, I'm really sad because she posted on Instagram that like she's going to keep filming them every year, but they're not going to come out every year. I sent you a post. I don't know if you saw. I sent you what she said. It was like, here, let me go in our DMs and see if I can find it. Because she posted a story, so I actually don't know if it'll still be there. Oh, yeah, it's not still there. It was basically like,
I did not get, you said, excuse me.
Yeah, it was like we're gonna keep recording them, but I'm gonna be like holding them and like releasing one every like couple years or every few years instead of every year.
I had a feeling it might get there,
and that is what I'm not about, Billie. Why are you withholding? Why are you gatekeeping? For what? For what? People will still watch it every year. Like you'll still get millions of views and be making your bread. So why?
She boofed everyone. Ooh. It's just me. Usually I'm the one that boofs. We'll see if she rejoins.
What happened? What happened?
That's going to be annoying to edit now.
Bestie.
For anyone that doesn't know, when one of us boofs or like disappears out of the recording session, it makes 2 separate audio files and then you have to splice them together. So,
hello? I'm talking. Can anybody hear me?
That is suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's weird. We're back. I don't know what happened, to be honest.
That was suspicious and weird.
Extremely. We boofed. Things happened. I don't really know, but we're back.
Yeah. I mean, that was really kind
That
of
was
what
it,
we had to
basically.
talk about for this
Yeah.
episode. It was a good, candid catch up, all the things. We hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. And we're excited to do more. I like whenever we start recording again, I get excited to do it more. It's just
It's just getting there, getting here, getting here.
When you
It's a
fall off, it's like
struggle.
hard to come back, and like
I know.
it sometimes is really hard for me to carve out like an hour to 2 hours of my time
To do it, I know.
to do it. Like I would love. Some days I just am like, oh, I want to go to bed, or I need to do something.
Just want to chill and like mentally not be there.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, no, I know.
but we thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. She's at HRenzuli on everything. I'm at Casto. And rate the podcast. Give it a 5 stars. Do all the things. And we'll see you in an episode real soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.